So you're here to talk to me about Booktok.
Yes. I'm here to talk to you about Booktok. Booktok 101. When I tell you, I am so excited. When you told me first about this, literally in the rehearsal, I was like, yes, this is my dream. I'm so excited. I'm literally in my seat. I'm literally almost about to jump up and down. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I need to keep my cool. I need to keep my cool.
I didn't realize you've got a Booktok account and you.
I do. Yeah, I do. Fun fact: I haven't posted a video since April. Literally, it's been
since the Pride and Prejudice.
Since Pride and Prejudice, yeah, I haven't posted anything just because there's just been so much just going on with Pride and Prejudice, and then there's Pirates rehearsals and uni and everything, so it's hard to find time to make videos and to read just in general. And it's I'm in the world's biggest reading slump. I'll tell you what that means when I get into that's lingo. It's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, I'm here to represent Booktok and give you Booktok 101 with Angelia.
Well, give us a brief rundown of what Booktok is.
Oh gosh,
okay.
Okay, so basically, Booktok is this community where basically people chat and make videos about books generally. So there's kind of different forms of Booktok. There's not only just Booktok, but there's Booktube. So YouTube, but it's Booktube. So they make more longer videos. So it's 20-minute videos, 10 to 20, maybe even longer videos. There's Bookstagram. So book, and then Instagram. So it's that. So it's more just posting. If you want to post your TikToks, you can post it on your Bookstagram, repost it from there. Or you can just post your photos and do through there. But my main thing is Booktok. So it's basically a community that was mostly created in COVID times, during 2020, 2021. That's when I first discovered it, when it was during COVID times, and it was mostly 2021. That's when I found it, and Booktube mostly, because I was looking at all these accounts that was making all these videos about books, and I was just I'll just read one and all that. I'll just read one, see how it goes. I read one, it was 2021, and it changed my brain chemistry, literally. I love that book so much. I will talk about that book later on. I literally have so much to talk about. So then after that, then I just got more and more into it. And then it was 2023, and I was I want to make my own account, just to create content, just to give my 2 cents on books and stuff that I'd read, and then get more suggestions from other content creators, because you do meet a lot of people. You do, and you form some connections and all that, and it's you have your mutual friends and you get recs from them, and then you buy more books, and then it just becomes this overload of books that you have, where it's to the point where where your shelf is completely full, and then you might need to buy another shelf because of so many books. Anyway, so it's basically a full community on TikTok. We've discussed about books. Videos can include monthly wrap-ups, books that you've read in the month. TBR videos, that's what I'm going to talk later on.
Okay.
So TBR videos, hauls. So if you bought any new books, what you got, trends, bookish trends with viral sounds or music, if there's a viral song going, for example, I don't know, Olivia Rodrigo's new album or something like that, or Michael Jackson or something like that. Just any song that's trendy, you can make a video about it, whether it's just in the where it's about the song or the sound, or just in the background, and then it'll just go up.
Fair enough.
And then book recs, that's when you give out your book recommendations. And then book aesthetics, which is making a whole aesthetic video about the book. So you kind of tell, you're kind of persuading people to read the book, just giving the whole aesthetic. And then you have either book kind of challenges or tags to do. Giveaways. I've done a couple giveaways before, and they're actually really fun, but also stressful at the same time. Having to just come up with all the rules and everything, and the prize and everything, and like how long it's open, and it's insane. And then bookstore vlogs, and there's probably a lot more like videos, but I've just yeah. And then some of them can be, you can either have like face to face, like people actually see your face, or what I mostly do is, okay, so I film my videos on my bed. So like with my because I have this like white, like kind of like fluffy blanket, and I have it on there. So it's kind of like the background a bit. And then you have like the books like on top like there. So I kind of just go like bird's eye view like that. And then it's just, there's some points where I just have, if I'm doing like a book rec video, I will have a pile of books literally on my bed, and then they'll literally go up from like here, and I have to balance like every single book. There'll be like 15 to 20 sometimes. And then at some point during the video, they'll fall off, and then I have to redo them. So it's quite time consuming. But yeah, I still like, even though I haven't made a video in like a few months, I literally still remember the exact feeling of like them just like, you have like, you know, like the perfect like, you know, stack.
Yeah.
And then you're starting to do it, and then it's like, and then they fall, and it's like, I literally just, that was the perfect stack. And then now I have to like condense it. Anyway, so then there's genres of Booktok. So you know how there's like book genres and like, you know, like movie genres? Yeah. I'm trying to relate it to you, Matt. So there's genres of like Booktok, or like kind of like the books that like you can kind of find on there. So there's young adult, that's like under 18. So it's like kind of romance and mystery, that's like the kind of like subgenres like of like young adult, and then probably a bit of fantasy in there. Contemporary romance, or like new adults, that's like 18 plus. So you have like your young adult, and then you have your new adult. So that's like, you know, so then people, you know, read the, you know, correct books for age ranges.
I imagine that the young adult must be one of the big ones in the, like the biggest communities. Yeah, there can be. I mean, because there was the social media ban of under 16 on like Instagram and TikTok and all that, we still like recommend like young adult, but even like adults read young adult books as well. Yeah. So it's like all of them. And then we have mystery and thriller, pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Romantasy. Now, romantasy is romance plus fantasy combined, and it's literally je ne sais quoi. It's perfect. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. I love it so much. That's good to hear, because we'll come back to that, because I've got something to talk about in that.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I should have prepared myself for something like that. And then there's dark romance. I'll just say dark romance has some themes that are an acquired taste for some people. It's not for everyone. There's kind of different levels of dark romance. Some of it's like kind of like for like beginner, and then it just goes on, and then it's just
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. I'll just leave that there. And then there's general fiction, so like just your typical general fiction. I put in holiday romance, because that's like a typical, like that's like, I don't know if this is what everyone else would like classify as like one of the genres, but I do, just because I love holiday romances. Like literally, if I'm in a like months, like, you know, like haven't read a book, a Christmas book will literally like cure it. Like literally, there's something about a Christmas book that just, I don't know what it does, but it's beautiful. I love it so much. And then there's your sad emotional romance, which, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory too. It's kind of like Me Before You, you know, one of those like sad, like, you know, the Notebook kind of like, you know, it's kind of one of those like, kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, very emotional, very intense. Yeah.
And then here we have some Booktok lingo for you. So this is like some kind of the words that we kind of toss around on Booktok. So I might actually try and like quiz you on what you think this means.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll tell you what it actually means. What do you think a trope is? Do you know what a trope is?
A trope is, I don't know how to word it now.
You can do it.
Pretty standard kind of things that might happen that you go, oh, that's tropey.
Yeah.
Can be bad, can be good.
Yeah.
You know,
that basically,
it depends on how it's done.
That's basically the gist of it. Yeah. So it's like themes or kind of like elements that make up the book, which I will get into the tropes later on. I have a full list, literally. Like, this is why when you're on Booktok, you read so many books of like different tropes.
Yeah.
And then you come across books that you don't want to read because of those tropes. And it's, it's dark romance. That's,
How many of them are vampires?
I'm not talking vampires. That's more like romantasy. I'm talking like creepy, like literally, yeah.
Like, what is it, You, Netflix show?
Kinda.
Okay.
It's insane. What do you think TBR means?
To be read?
Yes. To be read, yeah. So basically, when I said before, like, you make TBR videos, it's like what you want to read in the month. So what's on your, like, for example, July TBR, like what you want to read. Some people follow it accurately. Others, including myself, don't. And we always go, like, against it because for some reason, books that you pick that are on your TBR, you just
can't bring yourself.
You just don't want to read it for some reason. Even though you pick it, you just don't want to read it. DNF.
Did not finish.
Yes, did not finish, yeah. But what is the difference between a soft DNF and a hard DNF?
I'm going to guess a soft DNF is like you peter out, you know, like slowly over time. Maybe you read less and less of it. A hard DNF is like you just go, nah, I'm done.
You got the hard DNF.
Okay.
Yeah, you got that. So basically, soft DNF is you're gonna put it down. You're gonna like put it down, but later on you could pick it back up.
Right, okay.
So it's like, it's not like a full like close, like, no, like it's not like terrible. Like I'm enjoying it, but I'm just not in the mood for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like, you know, I'm just have too much going on. Like I always do soft DNFs of books. So I'll just be like, okay, I'll just read you whenever I'm in the mood for it, and I don't know when that's going to be. Hard DNF, that's like absolutely no. Like, I don't like this book. I don't want to finish it. I'm putting it down and I'm rating it like 1 star, like on like whatever like tracking thing that you're doing it. I've only done that once, which that one time still pains me to this day. That was terrible. CR.
Can read, could read.
Current read.
Oh my God.
So basically, you can put in your like your bio on the like in your TikTok bio like CR, and then this is what I do. So you do CR, and then you do like the colon, like, you know, like the dots, and then you put in what you're currently reading in your bio. So then people can see what you're currently reading, even though I don't know how many people would check initially like a bio and all that. Or sometimes people do like videos just like, oh, this is my current read, or this is my CR. And then look at it, like, there you go, give your opinions or whatnot, anything like that. MMC.
Oh, I can't think of what words it could be, but I'm thinking...
There will be kind of abbreviations a little bit.
Yeah. Like maybe like must or something like it's a must read. Judging by your face, I'm guessing no.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. Okay. So basically an MMC is a male main character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you have FMC, which is your female main character, and then MC, so your main character. So
it's probably bad that if you said FMC first, I would have gotten it. But I didn't get it on the MMC.
I did it strategically. That's basically, depending on like what characters are like in the book, then like you just, you know, you have your MMC, your MC, your FMC, you have all that. Okay. Closed door. This is like not like what it's kind of like, what does the phrase mean? Closed door.
Something you don't read in public.
It's kind of, you're kind of on the right track, but it's like,
oh, something you're ashamed of reading or like embarrassed.
So basically closed door means like no explicit content, no spice. Okay. That's what we call it on Booktok, spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like closed door is like nothing. Like you don't have any of that at all. So you don't have to feel ashamed reading it in public or anything.
So the opposite of what I was saying.
But you were still on the right track.
Yeah.
And then I won't let you guess this one. I'll just talk about it. So Fade to Black. It's kind of like, this is going to be really awkward talking about because you can't really avoid.
I think I can guess what Fade to Black is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the ...
Yep. And then it just goes over to whatever happens next.
And then they embrace and fade to black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is good. Yeah. Yeah.
I could have been really mean and made you spell it out.
I'm really glad you didn't make me do that. HEA.
Headcanon?
You might be kicking yourself when I tell you. HEA.
Nah.
Happily Ever After.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a happily ever after. So, well, it's a happily ever after. That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
An arc.
Oh, that's the character's journey that they go on, like they're no, like not like the character's
You're talking about a completely different arc.
Oh. Here I am talking as a film student.
Like you got like arc,
cocky.
like you got like arc, like that arc.
Yeah,
but this is a different arc.
Oh, God. No, I got nothing then.
Advanced reader copy. So basically, an advanced reader copy is, for example, you have like either an indie author or like a publishing company reach out to you and they'd be like, oh, can you read this book in advance before it like releases like out in stores and all that. And then you'll get a copy of it and then they might ask like to make content and like, all that stuff. I got an arc once and it was literally, it was really weird but really good at the same time, like getting one like before like it hit the shelves.
Yeah.
Because then when it hit the shelves, I was looking at like the book when it hit the shelves and then this was in Dimmicks and then one of the Dimmicks like employees came over to me and was like, oh, are you interested in buying this book? Yeah, it came out today. It came out this week. And I was like, oh, I read the advanced reader copy. So I read the arc. And he was like, oh. Oh, okay. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, that was kind of awkward to say because I don't think he was expecting that answer.
No,
It was probably like just like, oh, she's probably going to say just no or anything like that. But
the standard.
she's like, oh, but I've already read the book before it like published. It's like, oh, okay. Anyway, CW.
Content warning?
Yeah, yeah, content warnings, and then you probably, what's TW?
Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warnings, yeah. This is particularly for dark romance because you would not find that in like just a normal contemporary book. Like this is specifically for dark romance. They'll have like a page, like literally just like listing like all the trigger warnings and like just like read at your own risk. Like this is like, and I'll be like, yep, okay. And I'll just read it and I'll still be surprised that it's in there. And I'll just be like, oh my gosh, like why did I pick this up anyway? You probably know this, but I'm going to have you quiz it anyway. POV.
Point of view.
Yeah. There's just your first point of view and then it's like third point of view. Never second point of view. Sorry, second point of view. But it never...
I hate first point of view.
I love first point of view.
No.
Yeah, because you get into like the thoughts of like, it's like you're, like with them. But then third like point of view is like really like fun too. Like either or. If I read like second point of view, I'd be like, no, I'm out. I'm done. I'm good. I'm not going to explain. I'm not going to like let you guess. I'm just going to explain because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Book BF or book GF is book boyfriend or book girlfriend. This is going to be so awkward to talk about. So basically, book boyfriend, book girlfriend's kind of like, your romantic interests in the book. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You always like most of like the videos. I've made a video where I was ranking my like top 10 like book boyfriends. That's my most popular video to date. Do you want to guess how many views it got?
Oh God. Is it over 1,000? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. Did I go really low there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. 5,000.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Okay.
Okay.
2 million. I got a lot of hate for that as well, because they were like, where's this book, boy? Where's this one? Where's this one? And I'm just like thinking in the I'm just like, I haven't read the book. Just like, why would you assume?
Yeah.
Like, why would you assume that? It's just like,
everyone's read this book. Well,
oh my gosh, I'm still literally like, that was years ago as well. That was like my first year when I made my account, and it's just like, oh, I'm just going to post this. And then now it's just, yeah, the more hate videos get, the more like viral they become.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, do you know what Goodreads is?
Yes.
Okay, what's Goodreads?
It's Amazon's like companion app site where you can list books you've read or didn't or want to read, and your rankings and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's where like most people do their like tracking books or like how progress they made, or like your reading goals. I've seen like people like their reading goals is like 100 or something. Mine's 10 and I haven't even reached that yet.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And then there's different ones. There's like Fable. That's a new one, which is similar, but it's more interactive.
Okay.
You can do like quarter stars. You can do like quarter stars, like half stars. So like 4.5 stars. You can't do that on Goodreads.
So I have Storygraph.
Yeah, that was another one I was going to mention. Yeah,
Yeah.
Storygraph. I haven't like downloaded it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I might just have to download it just to see how it goes.
I downloaded
Is it good?
2 years ago, and then I started uni,
And
my reading has just dropped. So 2020, yeah, it would have been 2024. I went through like a massive, like getting back into reading and stuff.
Oh wow.
And I think I read 26 that year. So I was like,
That's pretty good.
you know, yeah. And then, yeah, since then, uni, everything, I just haven't read. I want to get back into it. I do like the app. Yeah.
Let's see if any of these books that I recommend you'd want to read. Later on. I don't know if that's going to happen though, but let's just, it probably won't. But let's just see. Okay, moving on. We talked about this before. Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like
Fluff,
you kind of,
you know.
it's kind of like, you know, like when you eat like spicy like food and all that, that's how people like rank it. So it's like low spice. So like you kind of like, just think like, I don't know, like Nando's or something. Like, you know how they have the spice like ranking. So it's like closed door and then like fade to black. And then I'm not going to list the other for the sake of, yeah. It's from low to high, and I'll leave that there. Anyway, reading slump. What's a reading slump?
Yeah, you're not reading for a period of time.
Yep.
You know,
It's so basically my reading slumps are I either finish a book that's terrible or a book that's like really good. It's mostly a book that's like really good, and then I just won't read for weeks or months. Literally, like, because I like, you try and like pick one up, but then you just don't like get into it. And then you just like, but it always comes back. But it's just patience.
I've started getting back into reading, like, so I'm going to show you this.
Oh my gosh.
We're at Vinnie's.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of these great stories start.
Oh gosh.
I was at Vinnie's. And I was looking at like the cabinet with where they normally have the cameras.
Yeah.
And in the corner of my eye, I spotted it.
What is it?
It's a Kindle. For $50.
What the heck? A Kindle.
10th gen.
Wow.
Works perfectly fine. Like,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I picked it up because I'm like, you know what? I was reading on my phone up until that point, but like there's a size difference for one. And yeah, just having that Kindle, I'm trying to stop looking at my phone before I go to bed, you know? So I've started putting it at the other side of the room so I can't touch it.
That's good.
Yeah, trying to fix my sleep and, you know. And yeah, having this just I don't have to have like the light on with my book and stuff like that. So Kindle's been a game changer. But the book that put me into a slump was, and it's a shame because I do really like the book, The Pillars of the Earth.
Oh, okay.
By Ken Follett. So it was a book that my mother read 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Like, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And recommended it to me. And I started reading it. That was loud. And to give an idea of what it's about, it's about a church being constructed during a civil war in England in the 1100s.
Oh, wow.
You know? Yeah. So
that's cool.
have like multiple characters. So you have like the stonemason who's building it. You have the priest. You have the evil deacon, you know, head, you know, and who's money hungry. And so there's like all these things going on and stuff.
Yeah.
The issue is it's 1,100 pages. So I'm 600 and something pages in, and it got to a point where like it is really good, but it's you're spending so long on one book.
Oh my gosh,
it takes you out.
Especially one with that many pages. That's wow.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if you find this. So the books that get me out of the slumps, oftentimes the ones that have been like the most memorable are actually short Japanese stories.
Oh, okay.
So I just read one called Strange Floor Plans, Strange Buildings, or Strange Houses.
Oh, okay.
He's got strange buildings, he's got strange houses. So this was Strange Houses. And it's this guy was a YouTuber. His name's Aketsu, right?
Yep.
And he makes YouTube videos on like haunted things and you know, and they're creepy but they're informative and stuff like that. And so this book was allegedly based off a real conversation investigation that he did. Yeah. So he got sent these strange floor plans by a friend, and they're like, "There's something wrong with this house."
Yeah.
What, like just looking at the plans without even stepping in. What is it? Yeah. And he takes it to his architect friend, and they start discussing it. And basically, they find the child's bedroom is in the middle of the house.
Oh,
and you have to get through 3 different doors to get there.
Interesting.
And then they're like, oh yeah, but not only that, there's like this weird, so that like it's on the top floor. Yeah. On the bottom floor, there's like this weird gap between the walls.
Oh my gosh.
And so they figure that it's leading from the child's bedroom into a bathroom. And then they're like,
wow. Oh my gosh.
So it's like I started reading it. And it was like midnight. I'm like, I have to stop. It was giving me the chills because it's not written explicitly scary or, you know, but it's that conversation about the what ifs and you kind of put things together and it gives you the chance to figure it out before you actually read it and they tell you, you know, which, very good.
Wow.
What gets you out of your slumps?
Oh my gosh, I need to look into that. That actually sounds really interesting. A book that would get me out of my slump. It kind of always changes, but I will say right now it would be probably like a mystery or like a thriller. But something that's quick, like something that's you can't like get out of a reading slump when it's like 500 pages because that'll just literally just like they'll make you like, you know, lose your will to live or something. It's insane. But something that's at least like top, like, you know, like highest amount, like 320 pages or even like a novella or something like that, which that's given me ideas on what I should read next to get me out of my reading slump. My last like bookish like lingo, this isn't like, it's kind of self-explanatory, but it's kind of in a way it kind of doesn't make sense to kind of like the Booktok, but it kind of is. So you probably don't think it makes sense, but in a way, it's nicknames. Basically, in romance books, usually the guy gives like the girl a nickname.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
So, but it's a particular nickname. It's like, it's not like, it's like only to like the person. Yeah. So it's like, for example, in a book, but it won't be like your typical like pet names. I'm not going to say any because I'm not going to.
Like Marshmallow and Lily Pad from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my gosh. It's kind of, let's say, it'll be like there'll be someone like a different language, or there'll be like, for example, Sunshine. You don't know the whole
right.
explanation of it, but I'm going to talk about the book that has that nickname in it.
Okay.
So it'll be kind of different nicknames, but it's kind of based kind of around the book, so it makes sense, but it's the character as well. And it just makes sense with the whole context of the book. So me just saying, oh yeah, he calls her Sunshine. That's just why does he call her Sunshine? Is she the literal sun? Or what is this? But that's basically lingo. Now it's getting to tropes.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch. There's literally, I have a whole list. I haven't counted how many, but it's a lot. And usually these tropes kind of happen in romance, whether it's young adult or new adult or romantasy. So yeah. So you have your fake dating.
Yeah.
So that's your typical oh, let's pretend to be together, and we're not going to fall in love. Oh no, but then they end up doing so anyway. Enemies to lovers, again, a classic. That's one of my favorite tropes ever. If people don't say that it's one of their favorite tropes,
Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth.
I love it so much. I still literally remember you saying Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth just remind me of your scenes with Alyssa from when we were doing Pride and Prejudice. Those were so good. Anyway, I'm getting on track. Oh my gosh! As soon as you mentioned Pride and Prejudice, I'm just yeah, let's talk about Pride and Prejudice. Let's talk about that. So fake dating, enemies to lovers, friends to lovers. Again, that's your typical I love friends to lovers.
I love it. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Especially the long time or childhood friends.
Exactly. Yeah. That's friends to lovers, and then there's childhood best friends to lovers. So it's they're kind of two separate ones, but I actually didn't even have it on this list. So you actually just made me remember that one. Thank you. Roommates to lovers. So for example, you have to be in in a shared apartment for whatever reasons, and you ended up falling in love. That's the gist. Love triangle. Now, love triangles, they can either be done really well or really badly. The ones that I've kind of seen, they've been good, I think so. There's one book I'm going to talk about that has the love triangle trope, but it was done really well. But then there's, not to say that this one didn't do it well, but you can't help but think of The Summer I Turned Pretty with, Belly and Conrad and Jeremiah. I actually haven't read the books, but I've watched the series with my lovely mother. That was our guilty pleasure show, and we loved it, but it just made me want to pull my hair out sometimes. So just pick one.
Yeah.
Just pick one. How hard is it? Anyways, good girl, bad boy. Again, that's your kind of, just think
Grease.
Yeah, exactly. Think your Danny Zuko and your Sandy, and there's that. And then there's the switch, which is good guy, bad girl. So it's that kind of switch. Then you have workplace romance.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's for example, a CEO of a company and his secretary or something like that. Yeah, it's, sorry.
I would love to read them purely for the how many times is HR going to get called?
Oh my God. I was literally preparing myself and just you got to be prepared to talk about these tropes, on this. And again, I'm really glad that I'm wearing makeup, because just talking about tropes, out loud, not on Booktok, but out loud, it's wow, these books are kind of insane. Moving on. Sports romance. Now, sports romance can be depending on the sport. So you have ice hockey. That's a big one.
Yeah.
A lot nowadays.
Heartbreaker.
I think. Yeah. I think there was heated rivalry.
That's that one.
Ice hockey.
Yeah.
There's the newly released, what was it, off-campus series, which is ice hockey. And there's another book which I'm going to talk about with ice hockey. There's basketball. I think some people wrote about AFL. I have there's so many different kind of sports ones you can go down. They just I think there's a swimming one as well. There's like a diver and a competitive swimmer.
Okay.
I haven't read it though, so we'll see how that goes. There's your typical love at first sight.
Yeah.
I've read a book like that and it actually wasn't that bad. It was actually because I always thought it would be really mush and be this is so boring and all that, but it was actually all right. Slow burn. Love a good slow burn. Love it. That's like one of like the key, like you find it like with like, for example, enemies to lovers and slow burn.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. I love it. Oh my gosh. I have to talk about this trope, but just don't take it like the wrong way, okay? The one bed trope.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like, you know, how they get into these situations, but if they're in a hotel or something, then it just happens to be, oh no, there happens to be one bed. Oh no. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much more is needed to be said there.
Exactly. You have your plot twist, so that's more like in mystery and thriller.
Yeah.
Love a good plot twist.
If it's done well. I hate the plot twist that comes out of nowhere and you go, okay. Talking about you, Knives Out.
I always like don't see plot twists coming though. Like I literally like I will be like so like yeah, like I'll just like follow the plot. Like I will think that I've guessed the plot twist, but then it comes with a different plot twist and I'm like, how did I even like go past that? Like what do you mean? Anyway, small town romance. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's basically like set again, small town. That's usually in like, I'm picturing somewhere in like America, like somewhere like in the woods. And then like you like come to a clearing and this is like small town or something. Or it can be like a beach, like coastal small town or something like that. Like depending, again, it's a small town. People know everyone. It's kind of like Canberra.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grumpy Sunshine. Now, Grumpy Sunshine is basically whether it's the guy or like, you know, whoever the main characters are, someone is like grumpy, like, you know, like doesn't talk with like anyone much, has this like hard exterior. And then like the other person's like, yay, like sunshines and rainbows and yeah, like I'm so happy, yeah. Like so bubbly and like the person gets the grumpy person like out of their shell.
Yeah.
Or like the grumpy person just super overprotective of the sunshine person.
Yeah.
And I love that trope so much. It's such a good trope. Again, this like kind of aligns with the Grumpy Sunshine. I hate everyone in the world but you.
Oh.
So it's like, I will like, you know, like, I'll protect you from anyone. I'll protect this. And there's like a kind of a connection to that. I will burn down the world for you. This is so awkward talking about. I never thought it would be this awkward talking about like tropes and all that, like, because I read about these all the time, but then when you actually say it, it's like, wow, okay.
You actually hear it.
Yeah. Brother's best friend or best friend's brother.
Oh.
I'm not going to get into context of that one, but it's pretty, you know, celebrity romance. It's like if someone's like a celebrity and then someone's like a journalist.
Right,
and then they have, or someone's like a fangirl and then that. Yeah. Or I've read a book where it's like there's a celebrity and they were friends like to lovers. So like they've been friends like even though he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
like that. Fated mates is more like in the romantasy. So it's like if you're like, you know, fated for each other. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then, okay, with this one, take it with like a grain of salt. This is only for legal ages only.
Oh, God.
Legal ages only. Age gap. Depending on the age gap, if it's like, everyone has to be of legal age. Yeah. Like, you cannot read an age gap book where it's disgusting. That's immediate no. Depending on like how big the age gap is.
30-year-old woman and 500-year-old elf.
Yeah, and that could be seen in romantasy as well. You have some like contemporary romance where it's like, for example, 23 and then a guy like in his like 30s or something like that. Or there's, I'm not going to go into context or anything, but they're all of legal age. Yeah, I'm just take that with age gap, legal age, done. Popular guy, new girl, self-explanatory. That's kind of like in more like young adult.
Yep.
College romance, you can see that in like, it's like, you know, uni, college, like that kind of setting. So you're not in like high school or anything. Yeah. Marriage of convenience. So it's basically where two people have to get married for whatever reason, whatever that reason may be. And they have to pretend. It's kind of like fake dating.
Yeah.
But it's not like fake dating is like you pretend to be in a relationship.
A bit more legal.
But then marriage of convenience is like you're married, but then like you're pretending to be married and all that. So it's like, yeah. And then you have arranged marriage. I have never read a book with arranged marriage, but I have books on my TBR with arranged marriage, and they're all legal age and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so, and they're not creepy or anything like that. If there was a book where it's like creep, I'm just like, nope, chuck, all good. Time travel. You have some books with time travel, or like magical realism in a contemporary romance. Like, it can be set in like New York, and then there'll be some like magical realism in there, or like kind of like time travel-esque. Again, I'll talk about that later with like some of my favorite books. So that's kind of all like the tropes I could think of.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of getting into some of the Booktok drama that we've kind of like witnessed. I bet that there's so much more, but this is ones that I can like fully comprehend. Have you heard of Colleen Hoover?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't really talk about Booktok without mentioning Colleen Hoover. I think that's where a lot of like people who wanted to make like a Booktok or Booktube or whatever like started with Colleen Hoover, because the books were like so popular and they're also easy to read as well.
Yeah.
And there were so many of them that you would just, they'll be like, yay, like Colleen Hoover's my like absolute favorite and all that. But then after the whole stuff after the It Ends With Us movie, that kind of situation, it's just Colleen Hoover's kind of been like, I think some people may still like her books, but just after, it's kind of like your first book, like your first like book author. But then when you start looking at other books, like and other authors, it's like, now
there's no comparison.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think Colleen Hoover, with the context, with the themes that she writes about in her books, which, trigger warning, domestic abuse and like all that kind of stuff, she doesn't really like address it too well.
Yeah.
In that case, I heard along like the grapevine on Booktok that she made a colouring book for the It Ends With Us stuff, and I was like, why would you make a colouring book about it? That was basically the whole. Found out there was a colouring book, and then everyone was just like, why on earth would you make a colouring book when it's like those themes? Like, there's other ways that you can
make money. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I feel like a colouring book is very insensitive, especially with the themes in that book. It's just,
Ooh.
Yeah. Next, Kiara Lewis. So basically, there's this TikToker, this Booktoker, where she reads a lot of books, and has great reactions, and I'm just like, yeah, I love this book, like so good. Most of them, there was one where it was like ice hockey, and there was a team in like ice hockey, like in her general area. If I'm saying like misinformation, I'm so sorry, but this is just from what I remember. So she would attend ice hockey games, and she liked this ice hockey player. I can't remember what his name was, but he is married. And she was kind of getting involved with their marriage, not in the not in that like the intimacy, but more getting like, wanting to
trying to drive it apart.
Yeah, kind of like romanticizing it too much and like over romanticizing that, because this is the thing with Booktok. Even though like you read like books and all that stuff, you have to remember that not everything from that book is able to come out in real life.
Yep.
And that's a fine line. If you're romanticizing, it's fine to romanticize the characters in the book, but not to romanticize the actual people who are playing, like, who have marriages and who they're not wanting that kind of exposure. And she was just, I'll say, over romanticizing that and making comments about him online. And it was just it was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. It was terrible. And like his wife came out with the whole this is drama. Yeah, this is drama. Yeah. With the whole explanation, all that stuff. And oh my gosh, there's a fine line between that. And I think, people just, it's fine to romanticize that in like books and all that, but remember like some of that's like, like
the real people.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can romanticize the characters, but don't romanticize the real people that are doing, like don't take the stuff out of the books into that. Yeah. I hope I explained that well. Anyways, again, another Booktoker. Her name is Callie Reeds. I don't know if she's actually still a part of the Booktok community, I think. So basically she was a well-loved Booktoker. And so she would reach out to indie authors, so people who like didn't have like a company underneath them, who were independent, and pay and asked for to be paid for reviewing their books.
Oh God.
And all that. Yeah. So she would make videos, but she wouldn't like read the whole book, so the review wasn't authentic enough, or B, just like wouldn't pay the author like for the like so she got heavily cancelled for that, which fair enough. I haven't seen her a part of the community since like then, which fair enough,
probably for the best.
And then probably this last one is, so Victoria Aveyard versus Lauren Roberts, plagiarism. Oh. So basically, this is kind of, I'd say it's kind of like, it keeps on being brought up, but like fair enough reason. So Victoria Aveyard is the author of the Red Queen series. I haven't read the series, but I've heard a lot about it. She posted in like 20, like she published in like 2015 around that time. Well, I'm just going to take a sip of my water. Sorry. When you're talking about books, really just. So basically she published the Red Queen series. And then Lauren Roberts, she wrote her first book. This was like it was like after COVID. It was like recent years. She published a book, and the similarities between the two were quite, there was a lot of similarities, plot-wise, character-wise.
Oh, God.
It was some even word for word as well, which I haven't read the Red Queen series. I've read 2 books in Lauren Roberts series, so the Powerless trilogy. But from what I've seen like excerpts of like, like the same, like, books side by side and all that. And it's just, why on earth would you just come up with your own, like, in your head and like, like, don't like try and just like, I'm going to make it like this book. Yeah. Like, I'm going to like, just make it like, my own. And some books, yes, there can be similarities, but not like word for word or like, plot lines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh. And then probably last thing, book to film adaptations. Yeah. Which for us, like, that are part of like, the Booktok community, we want like, this to be like amazing, like how we pictured it in our heads. Which wasn't how we pictured It Ends With Us. It's because I watched the movie, and it was, I'll just say that it was. It was just, the book will always be better than the movie. If it's if it's always like, if it's based off a book, the book will always be better than the movie. There'll be very rarely a chance where the movie will be better. Sorry, Matt.
No, I know it.
But I am like all good for like, if I watch the movie first before the book, then I can like, see like if that's still like, still true. But I've only ever like read the book first and then watch the movie. So like It Ends With Us. Again, Colleen Hoover, reminders of him. I haven't watched the movie because after It Ends With Us, I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I'm out. I'm done. The Love Hypothesis, that's coming out in September. Yes, September, like on Prime Video. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I'm having I think I'll have one of my friends who's also like loves books. We'll watch it together and be like, yes, because it's different from when you're watching a book to film adaptation with someone who has read the book to someone who hasn't read the book. Because then it's like, but then it's kind of fun if they haven't read the book, because then you can just sit back and just be like, yeah, that's what happens there. Yeah. Because that's what happened when my mum and sister, we went to watch The Housemaid in cinemas, and I'd read the book before. So I knew what was going to happen. And as soon as like it ended, they were just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that this was going to happen and this was going to happen. And I was just like, yeah. Like, yeah, like that's why you read the book and all that. You have to, so Booktok has like a high like standard of film adaptations.
Yeah.
So it either could go really good or really bad. Mm-hmm. It's never in the middle. It's always like really good or really bad.
Mm-hmm.
It ends with us. Then you have The Housemaid. I really liked The Housemaid movie. It was good. Now we'll talk about my favourite books. Do you have any questions, Matt?
I do have a question for you for books. Because I knew I needed to bring this up. Because if I didn't, my mother would be very upset.
Oh my gosh.
My mum's been trying for a long time now to try and get me to read Fourth Wing.
Oh my gosh.
And Alyssa says you have a shrine. I don't know. Is that the word?
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Alyssa. I was very grateful to receive... I got a special edition of Fourth Wing. I remember when we did... So the drama club, we did a Secret Santa, but it was during Halloween. It was like 2 years ago. I got, as my Secret Santa gift from Gemma, a Fourth Wing special edition. And I was like, yes, like this is amazing. And then for my birthday last year, I got another Fourth Wing special edition and the second book special edition from Mackenzie. And I was like as soon as I like opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, Mackenzie, it's beautiful. I love it so much. So those books are on display.
Yeah.
They are on display. So proceeding with your question, was it... I think I know what you're gonna...
I just wanted your thoughts. I wanted to know if it was true.
I love Fourth Wing, the book. I loved Iron Flame. I haven't read the third book, and the fourth book's going to come out soon. So again, there's so many books that you have to like read to get like on top of it. But then when you're in a reading slump, it's like you can't process. You can't.
Too many options.
There's so many options. There's literally my TBR is disgustingly high. It's so high. There's about 100.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
I need to really start getting to knock each once, and then oh my gosh, it's insane. Was that all you wanted to talk about for the week?
It's one that I've had. I've got it on my Kindle right now, and I haven't started it. My mother, bless her, she made sure to give me a copy of Fourth Wing with the bookmark to give to Alyssa so that she could read.
Oh my gosh, that's so
she's
nice.
finished reading it recently, so I have to give that back to my mother at some point. She finished it, and I messaged my mum.
So Alyssa finished Fourth Wing, or your mum? I'm so confused.
Alyssa's just finished the first one. Yeah.
I can talk to Alyssa about Fourth Wing. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. No, that's the best news ever.
I messaged my mother, and she was like, "So now you got her." I'm like, "Yeah, eventually. I've got a few other things to read." And she's like, "But I've been telling you for so long." I had geek markets in December. They had with the cosplay competition and stuff, and they had someone dress up as Violet.
Oh my gosh!
And she was built. She was
iconic.
Yeah, and I took photos and stuff, and I was messaging my mum someone's dressed up as this character. Mum's photos, and said it was a full she apparently custom stitched it all together and stuff like
amazing.
that, and did the pose, and because it was kind of like a tank top, I guess, and she flexed, and you just see the muscles on her back. I was like, wow, she built
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I assume it was, I think she placed top 3 or something like that.
You know what? Yeah, Fourth Wing's actually on this list of my favorite books. So I was literally...
Wow, okay.
It's... Oh my gosh. How much time do we have? I'm going to try and go through this rapid fire. Okay. So not to Okay. So Favorite books. I'm not even going to talk about my least favorite books because we don't have time. And they do not deserve to be talked about. Sorry.
Block them out.
Anyways, so The Love Hypothesis, that has a special place just because that was the first book that I read that got me into reading and all that. That was, oh my gosh, amazing. So it's basically fake dating, STEM romance. Oh my gosh, they're both in the science field.
Right.
So fake dating, that's basically all that I'm going to say about it. So it's, yeah, but the movie's coming out in September on Prime Video, which I'm so excited about.
Prime's got a lot of these.
Yeah.
They know where to look for.
Yeah, they know, yeah. The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. Again, I love this book. This book also holds a special place because this is during okay, I'm just gonna say this for context. Okay, so this is kind of a bit more serious, I'll say. So basically, when I was reading this book, so before that, I was in hospital. I didn't eat or drink for a few days. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a lot of healing process to take. And that was the first book that I read after that incident. I finished it in 3 days.
Oh my God.
Literally. That's one of the fastest times I've read a book, and I love it. I literally have it engraved in my head. Literally, it's amazing. So it's basically friends to lovers, fake dating as well. And he's like an NFL player and she's like a ballet kind of like teacher.
Right.
Kind of. And he makes up this cheat sheet with his mates, like with his NFL mates. So then he can like, so they can like fall in love and like he can like win her heart.
Right.
But then she had feelings for him all along. So you can see like both, like it's dual POV. So you can see both point of views. It is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is the last book that I finished. Again, I read this book in February. So this is the last book that I read.
Right.
And then now I'm in a reading slump because this book was amazing. This is the book that was kind of like time travel-esque. So basically, this girl named Clementine, she moves into her aunt's apartment in New York. But what she doesn't realize is her aunt's apartment travels 7 years back in time. When she enters the house, it's 7 years back in time, 7 years in the past. And there's a guy that's living in the apartment and his name is Iwan. I love him so much. Sorry. And it's kind of like, so they're like, it's kind of roommates, lovers, but then the magical kind of apartment isn't always there. So like it comes and it goes when it's needed. So like if you leave and then you come back in, you might not be able to like, it's kind of like a transportation. Like you might not be able to get back in.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. The Twisted series by Anna Huang. I love this series so much. This is my favorite contemporary romance series, and I think it's going to be on Netflix, which please cast them well, please. So
Netflix is a roll of the dice.
I know. It's just like, please do it well, Netflix, please. So there's 4 friends, and they each get a book. They each get one. So you have one, so Twisted Love. So that's where the Sunshine nickname comes into play.
Yeah.
Because Ava, the main girl, is kind of like this, like, bubbly kind of like character. And then you have the guy, Alex, who is the complete opposite. And he's very like grumpy overall. So it's Grumpy Sunshine. It's actually, there's a bit of kind of mystery in there too, which I didn't expect. And no one really told me about it.
Yeah.
So then when it was in there, I was like, this is amazing. So there's Twisted Love, Twisted Games, which is kind of like a princess and bodyguard romance.
Right.
Yeah. With Bridget and Reese. Again, slow burn, kind of like dislike to lovers, I'll say, but then it's like later. Then Twisted Hate, which is enemies to lovers. It's between Josh and Jules. It's kind of, it's good. And then Twisted Lies, which again, it's like Grumpy Sunshine, fake dating as well. I'm not going to say, I'm trying to go really fast here. I'm trying to go really fast and talking about it. I might skip over a few of these.
Yeah.
Caraval. Now, this is a romantasy. I love this book. So I'm going to say that over literally. Just, I love this book so much. This is my favorite. I'm going to say that about every single book. So Caraval's basically, it's like this magical kind of like game, basically. And people go in and they compete in this in this magical game. So there's 2 sisters, Donatella or Tella, and then Scarlet. And they go into Caraval to win a wish from the game. And there's a lot of twists and turns in there. It's a trilogy, so I'm up to the last book. Mm-hmm. I love just the world building. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, kind of the twists and turns. Everything's not what it seems. There's so many whimsical magical things. It's just so fun to imagine in your head.
Yeah.
And it's in third point of view, which I personally prefer first point of view, but I will still love this book even though it's in third point of view. But it makes sense for this book. It makes sense.
Yeah.
There's so many I need to lock in. There's so many. One True Loves. And this is the love triangle.
Yeah.
So basically, again, I read this book in 3 days. It's insane.
Okay.
I love this book so much. Again, I said that again.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a girl named Emma, and she ends up marrying this guy named Jesse. And he goes away on this, I think, exhibition or something, and he is pronounced a few days later dead.
Ooh.
And then years later, she ends up being engaged to one of her kind of childhood friends, Sam. Mm-hmm. And then at their engagement party, she gets a call. The call is from her first husband, Jesse, and he wasn't dead. So he's coming back. They found him.
Right.
And he's coming back. So now it's I'm engaged to this guy, but now my old husband's back. So it's what's kind of going to happen, and who am I going to pick? Who's Emma going to pick?
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. It's really emotional, and it's really good. It's just, it really pulls at the heartstrings. It's really good. And then so that's by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and then maybe in Another Life by also Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's it's about your life, but the kind of steps that you take. So whatever steps, it's kind of like fate. So what kind of, how do I explain this? I'm trying to explain this. Okay, so it's kind of set in 2 different timelines. So whatever decision you make kind of leads to your future.
Right.
So you see kind of 2 timelines. So the main girl doing something else, she's getting these opportunities, and then in a different timeline she's doing something completely different.
Right. Okay.
I feel like I didn't explain that.
It's hard to picture in that
I know, yeah.
I get the idea of it, but it sounds like it's something that you'd need to experience or read to properly get what's happening there. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick only just a handful of this now, just because I don't know how my voice can't go on. Again, The Housemaid. Love that book so much by Freida McFadden. It's amazing. It's a good thriller. That was my first Freida McFadden book. I prefer those over Colleen Hoover. Oh my gosh. Never After series by Emily McIntyre. This is kind of a dark romance, but it's based off of fairy tales, kind of. So it's a series. Yeah. So basically the villain gets the happily ever after. So you have... Right. I've only read 2 books in this series, so it's based on, one of them's Hooked, so Captain Hook, and the other is Scar from The Lion King.
Yeah.
And then there's the other ones The Wicked Witch of the West, there's Little Mermaid, there's Hunchback of Notre Dame, there's...
Okay.
Aladdin. There's so it's kind of a dark twist on the fairy tales, but the villain gets the happy ending, and it's you see the different how each fairy tale's incorporated and kind of changed a bit.
Okay.
I will talk. Okay, Fourth Wing we've kind of already discussed. Mm-hmm. It's kind of Divergent meets Harry Potter meets Hunger Games kind of esque.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch of dragons, kind of, oh my gosh. I love it. So I can't talk about it. I can't, because then we'll just be here for ages. The last one I'll talk about, Icebreaker. Now, this is controversial because, oh, that is my phone. I'm going to leave it there. Sorry. Okay. So Icebreaker. It's an ice hockey romance. College. So basically, there's some, I'll say, explicit content. I'll say that. But people think that it's overly explicit content, and they just they're focused too much on that. Personally, for me, it's not the explicit content that makes this book for me. It's the other stuff that happens. Yeah. The main girl, she kind of struggles with an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. Kind of. again, trigger warning. And for me, kind of recovering from something similar, that really hit something in me.
Yeah.
Because when you have the, like, you know, like, relate to that, it's like, oh, I can relate to this character. And when you see that book, because I've gotten so many hate comments of liking that book, because they say, oh, it's so, like, overly spicy, or it's this, or it's that, or that's the worst book I've ever read, or why are you recommending it? It's just like, well, that book, like, sure, you can not like the book, but for me, it, like, you know, I like it for this reason.
Yeah.
Like, don't yuck other people's yums. That's the last book I'm going to talk about. Yeah, because I feel like I'm going to lose my voice from overexcitement. Oh my gosh. But did you have any questions?
No. That was very in-depth.
I came prepared. I came prepared. But I hope you enjoyed Booktok 101 and learnt some stuff from me, which I need to post some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to post, yeah.
I feel that. I got to post on mine.
Yeah, I need to post. And yeah, I need to get it. Would you actually be down to make my new profile pic? Get some photos?
I can do that.
That would be fun. I have a vision.
Okay. If you got a vision, I'm more than happy to.
I have a vision, yeah, because if I'm getting back into making videos, I need, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Booktok 101.
Awesome.
Yeah. I hope
insight
it was
into
enjoyable.
the massive
It's a massive community. It's massive. Yeah.
Sounds like there's a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, but I'm grateful. Yeah, there's a bit for everyone. I'm grateful to have been a part of it.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of amazing experiences from it. But yeah, it's just, what's next?
Well, where can they find your account?
They can find my account on TikTok, so it's Angelia's Reads. Yeah, really, if you want, I would really like for you to give it a follow, see some of my content and all that stuff, and maybe you can recommend me some books. I would love to read your recs or anything like that, or if there's a book that you've been wanting me to read, for example. What is it? There's just so many books. There's so many books that people have been begging me to read. It's insane. But yeah, there's a place for everyone on Booktok.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for explaining it to me.
That's okay. That's all right. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I literally, that's the most I've talked, like, literally. I was so excited. I'm still excited, and I feel like I'm almost about to lose my voice. Thanks, Booktok.